to Snack Break. My name is Kayla, and today we have our chef Helena with us.
Hello.
And what are you going to be making today, Helena?
Today we're going to make a homemade cream of mushroom soup.
Cream of mushroom soup, awesome. And now what are we going to need to make this happen?
Okay, well basically we're going to, of course, use some fresh mushrooms. So we use 12 ounces of fresh mushrooms.
All right.
And we're going to saute that in about 2 tablespoons of butter. This is a sweet onion, so we're going to use about 4 tablespoons of that.
All right.
A little flour is going to thicken it up. And then we use 2 cups of chicken broth, and we're going to add a little bit of cream and milk. Have 1.5 cups of milk, a little bit of cream to sweeten it up, salt and pepper. And then we put in some sherry or marsala. We're going to use marsala today.
Love marsala.
And then we're going to garnish it with a little fresh chopped parsley.
That sounds delicious. All right, so what do we need to do first? I see we already have some mushrooms chopped up here.
Right, so I'm just going to show you how I slice the mushrooms. Not
All
that
right.
it's not rocket science, but I slice a little bit, a little bit of it off, and then I put it on a flat side.
Okay.
So that, because when it's round, it's hard to chop, and then you can just chop the rest of it, slice it.
Perfect.
Same with
You're
these
proud
other
of this.
two.
I'd probably cut my fingers if I tried to do it.
And the thing about mushrooms also is when you're cleaning the mushrooms, you don't really want to wash them in water. So if you take a damp rag, washcloth or something, clean
just
of
kind
course.
of polish them basically.
Yeah,
Polish your
wipe the dirt
mushrooms.
off of them. So
Okay.
we've got that. Let me put our butter into the pan and get that
All right.
going a little bit.
Is there like a specific heat that we need to turn it up to for?
I would do it on a medium heat.
Okay.
So we're going to add that in a second, but first we're going to
Chop
get
up
our
the onion.
couple tablespoons of sweet onion.
If we start crying, it's not because we're sad, it's because of the onion.
So you can see I chopped off both ends, and it takes a little bit, like this part, of the skin with it, so it makes the rest easy to
peel off.
So
Wonderful.
let me just throw that away, get it out of our workspace.
Yeah. Ooh, onions are so strong.
And then, once again, cutting it in half so we have a flat surface.
I'm not trying to cut around.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we're just going to slice some of that.
make it look so easy.
And that looks like about the right amount.
Of onion? Okay.
So I'm going to put that into our pot,
Okay.
along with our mushrooms.
Now our mushroom. Now this is cream of mushroom soup. Can you substitute really whatever you want in this, or add whatever you want, or is this more of a?
Well, you know, this basic recipe, I mean, aside from the Marsala wine, which I wouldn't substitute, I mean, I wouldn't put that in any other soup.
Right.
But you can use the basic cream sauce that we're going to be making is the flour, the butter, the cream. We're going to use some chicken broth.
Good.
And you could make like a cream of broccoli soup.
Gotcha. So the base is you can kind of substitute for anything except for the wine.
And then you might want to, like if you're doing a cream of carrot soup, you could add a little ginger and that type of thing. So let's get these cooking.
Now Marsala wine, like I've heard of chicken Marsala and everything, so can you use a different type of cooking one for this, or is this the only one that you should use for this particular
No, you
recipe?
can actually use the kind that you would buy at the liquor store.
Oh, wonderful.
This type is available in every grocery store.
This Marsala one.
Yeah, the Marsala or the cooking wines.
Gotcha. But it doesn't have to be specifically cooking wine.
Right. You don't have to be 21 to buy these, but in the liquor store you have to. Okay, so if you want, you could chop the parsley. We're going to use that for our garnish.
We'll go ahead and start that up.
These mushrooms cook.
Get my
It's taking a little longer to heat up.
sharpen up my skills. Haha, I made a knife joke.
No, with parsley we just use the ends.
Just the end. So cut off the little stems. The little
The
tree.
stems aren't good unless, like if we were making some kind of like a chimichurri sauce that you make with parsley, you can throw
through the stems
all
in.
of it
So it's
in
not like
because-
arugula where you can just kind of eat the whole leaf, basically. Now Helena does have a website. It is Saucy Girls Kitchen, and you can find this recipe and a bunch of other really delicious recipes on there that you can make quickly, or if you really want to, step it up a little bit, sure you can find ones that are more difficult. But she's the professional here.
So the mushrooms, we want them to cook down, and the onion to get translucent.
Okay. The onion translucent. I was like, the mushrooms?
Yeah.
No. All right. Is this enough parsley, or am I going a little overboard on the parsley here?
I think that's enough, but you
Perfect.
want to chop it up
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Right, right. And then
I can hear it starting to sizzle,
I love that
fortunately.
sound. All right. Smells really, really good in here right now.
And then to thicken our sauce up, we're going to put in the flour.
Flour. Now I've heard that cornstarch is a thickener, but is flour better to use? Does it make the taste different?
Either one really doesn't have any flavor to it.
I didn't think.
You
maybe
could
it's
use
different.
both. I'm actually adding the flour in and stirring it into the mushrooms and onions so that it doesn't get any clumps in it.
Yeah, clumpy soup does not sound good. But you can keep it chunky if you want your mushrooms, just like whole pieces of mushroom. in
Yeah,
it.
we're actually going to use the emulsion blender and blend the soup up a little.
Okay.
I
Parsley.
want this to continue to cook a little bit.
I think. Oh, let's try this. Is this your favorite soup to make, or do you have another favorite?
It's my husband's favorite soup.
Aw.
When I first met him, he had a lot of Campbell's soup cans, and I was like, let me make some fresh.
Let's do some real soup.
Actually, I like the Campbell's soup, but I think the
Well,
homemade
homemade
is
is
better.
always better with everything.
So we're going to add in some chicken broth.
Chicken broth.
You could use vegetable broth, and I'm going to put half of this in because we're going to use about 2 cups.
Okay.
So
And that's organic. Do you prefer to cook with organic things?
yes,
Yeah. Just kind of tastes better and better for you.
exactly. Now
Yeah.
let's add our little bit of our cream, some of our milk.
This is very, very easy.
Now we would want this to come to a boil. I don't know if time is actually going to allow
Allow
us
it
for
to
that to come to
boil.
a boil.
Well,
But I want to show you with the emulsion blender,
I've
how
never
we-
blended soup.
blend it up. And I love this emulsion blender. And if you want to get our bowl,
Ready.
we can plate some up quickly.
And now you need it so it doesn't just start spraying everywhere. You just need to kind of keep it and do little pulses with the blender.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So normally we would want this to cook a little longer, but
Do you add the marsala in after?
oh, yes. Let me add it to the balance. Actually, marsala is an optional thing anyway, but I'm going to put
optional.
it in the rest. Thank you for reminding me.
It's okay. I mean, I need my wine in the morning, you know. That looks delicious.
It actually smells good with the
And then
marsala.
some parsley.
So I'm going to put a little bit more in here.
Awesome.
And then we can garnish with the parsley.
All right, that looks great. And again, her website is Saucy Girls Kitchen. Make sure you all visit it so you can get all these recipes. This one's going to be on there. And let's give this a try. Mushrooms.
Smells really good.
It does. Wish y'all could smell this right now.
I'm actually going to.
This is really, really good, everybody. So you definitely need to make this. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us today for Snack Break. Again, all you really need is mushrooms, cream, chicken broth, and butter, some sweet onions, flour.
Did you say cream and milk?
I did, milk
Okay.
and cream. A little salt and pepper if you want to add
Actually,
extra taste to it.
Put a little
That is
pepper
a
on
fancy
there.
salt. Some sherry and some parsley if you just want to go ahead and garnish it off. So this is really easy. College students can make this if you guys are kind of on a pinch. So this is definitely something that you can just whip up in your dorm room, or you know, if you want to impress your friends, make them seem like you can actually cook. So thank you for joining us today, guys. Thank you very much,
Thank
Helena.
you.
And you all have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much. Let's get this. Looks great.